It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Tonight we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wildcard Weekend, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New York Jets. Hello everyone, welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
The third of three games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And I have to believe at his age, you savor situations like this because nobody knows better than he does that getting to the playoffs is simply not that easy. This is where he's got to call upon all of his knowledge of all the games he's played in the past, draw from it, and find a way to win a game. Because not only do you want to savor getting there, you also want to have success as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this one to Morris. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They work now on 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end, Ray. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early, because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco, 27 yards. And the Chiefs will strike first here, this wild card matchup. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And New York set to take the field. They come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are. Let's face it. Every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the number 1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, Rodgers. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. He showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he? No. Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
And they'll come out with a 4-receiver set. 3rd and 9. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Mahomes firing complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. At the 40-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Able to shake him off. Steps away to his left. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point attempt to come here. And that will make this a 16-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete to Cook. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, 70 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on first down. Got a throw right sideline is complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Kansas City.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
On first down, Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest.
Touchdown! Noah Gray, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. Here's Rodgers. Finding Hardman here over the middle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Let's rock and roll.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Rodgers now to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 2nd and 2. Mahomes now to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one is caught. It's Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Gray. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card weekend. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the visiting Texans who were able to come away with the road victory. The Texans let a few too many slip away over the course of the year, but a victory there does mean they finish above 500 at 9-8. We got a strong first half out of the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. He had 3 catches in that opening part of the game and wound up with a touchdown reception as well.
All right, Coach, thank you. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end Gray. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here into the hands of Moore. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Second down, they go right back to Cook, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, it's Mahomes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Jets' 13-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Mahomes. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up and
that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from going up by 30.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Jets 7.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Jets set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To throw is Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet Football Monday Trail here as we start the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point, on the road no less in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
126 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Rodgers throw into the hands of Fan, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw left side is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the #1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morris. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Rodgers again now. slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. 2nd down and a yard. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is caught. Now they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Oh. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not in the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it. Building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll just about do it for